race on that, Kinsler Racing.
Are you ready?
Arthur.
You ready? Okay, welcome to Board of Park Commissioners meeting, Joint Recreation Board meeting for Tuesday, October 4th. Please call the roll.
Mr. Gappers.
Here.
Mr. Emmer. Mrs. Westfall.
Here.
Mr. Hobart.
Here.
Mr. Dunn. Mrs. Reed. Mr. Herman.
Here.
Do you guys have 4 or 5 members of the rec board?
5.
Who's missing? There's
Tom Dunn, Ashley.
Somebody's missing.
We have a new member.
We have
Autumn White will be joining us.
Who?
Autumn White will be our new member starting at our next board meeting.
Gotcha. All right.
Doug Jackson resigned his position. He's unable to continue due to his work commitments.
That's the name I was missing.
It's
Thank you very
changed with
much.
his job.
Okay. Okay, we have the Park Board meeting minutes from September 6th. Are there any additions, corrections, or deletions of those minutes?
No.
Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
Motion to approve.
A second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? They stand approved. Reports. Mr. Drake, good afternoon to you.
My apologies for not having a written report last week. Our internet was actually down all day Friday, so couldn't get in to run a report. No, maintenance just has been continuing as usual. We've pretty well fully transitioned into our fall maintenance. We did pick up about half of the merchant pots from downtown this past week. Some of the businesses wanted to keep their pots to plant mums in, so those will be out and picked up sometime in mid to late November. Matt Pierce, want to wish him the best in retirement. He was officially done last Friday, so we do have a vacancy in the department. We'll be looking at remaining candidates on the laborers list and possibly looking at getting another civil service test scheduled to replace Matt. And then we're anticipating 2 more retirements in early '23. Just a reminder, Pink Ribbon Girls is this Saturday. We do have some setup that we'll be doing for that. We'll also be using the Showmobile on Prouty Plaza. And then we plan to, I think we're going to be okay to leave most of the hanging baskets and bridge baskets and so forth up through the weekend to get through Pink Ribbon Girls, but we are anticipating pulling those next week as we've already started to have frost and just been an extremely dry, kind of challenging fall to keep flowers going. And I think that's all I have to share at this point, unless you have questions.
Any questions of
No.
Mr. Drake? Okay. Mr. Seiler, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Do you have anything to add to your report, sir?
Just to hit on a couple things that are included in the report, the arena re-roof project continues to go well. We're hoping that will be done with the west roof completely and the barrel roof completely by the end of this week. And then they will be working on the back part of the building in the boiler room and compressor room areas, so that shouldn't take them too long to accomplish that. So they've been pretty fortunate with weather on that project. You see we have our upcoming events list there. We anticipate we may have 1 or 2 other show announcements here before the end of the calendar year, but that's still to be determined and things are still pending. So things are in full swing right now with all of our ice hockey and skating, and youth hockey program is going really well. We have good numbers again this year, very close to what we did last season. So numbers continue to maintain.
Any questions of Mr. Seiler? I don't know if you saw in the Dayton Daily News, I think it was yesterday or maybe today, about the UD alumni who was in their Hall of Fame that just passed away, that he was on the Hobart Arena basketball team. Did you see that? Or maybe it was a game being played at Hobart Arena?
I didn't see that.
This is back in the 50s or 60s. I thought it was interesting. Anyway, we used to have tournaments. This was a college alumni, similar to the big tournaments they're having down in Dayton now. College alumni are playing at Hobart Arena. So, interesting. Thank you, Mr. Seiler.
Thank you.
Mr. Boer is playing in a golf tournament today, so he's not available. I have no planning commission report. Mr. Hobart, do you have anything from the recreation department that you want to talk about?
Nothing from the Recreation Board.
Okay.
Thank you.
New business, discussion of instituting winter golf rates at Miami Shores. We do have a report from Mr. Brewer as to the winter golf rates. he wants to go ahead and implement those. That was the last page of the report, I believe. Oops, second last page. And he has indicated that those are the same as the last year's off-season rates. So I would make a motion to go ahead and approve those off-season rates for this year,
And I'll
22-23.
And I'll second that.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? They are approved. Abby, would you let Kyla know that those were approved and he can implement those, please?
Yes.
I've been contacted by the Robinsons, basically, to go ahead and have an advisory board prepared concerning the allocation of funds out of their funds for the purpose of enhancing the Robinson Reserve out next to Duke Park. They suggested that Ted Mercer be a part of that advisory board, that Jeremy Drake be an ex officio officer, and that we have a park board member also be on that advisory board. Susan, I think that you are involved out there. Would you be interested in doing that?
Sure.
Okay. I'll make a motion to appoint Susan Westfall to the Robinson Reserve Advisory Board, and that the advisory board then make recommendations to the park board concerning any expenditure of funds.
And I have to second that.
Yes, please.
Second that.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It is adopted. We also have a check for $1,784.90 from the William Mayer Successor Trust. For some reason, the park board always makes a motion to accept those funds, like we're ever going to turn them down.
Okay.
So I would make a motion to accept the $1,784.90 from the William H. Mayer Successor Trust.
And I'll second that.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, it's adopted. Mr. Titterington, do you have anything else to come before the boards today?
No, sir.
May I ask you a question, sir? At the last month's meeting, we went ahead and asked for consideration of the sale or transfer of Waco Park to the CIC. Has the CIC met yet to talk about that?
Yes, they met last week, and we will be forwarding that recommendation to the council so they can do the legislation to make the transfer.
Great, thank you very much, appreciate it. Anybody else have anything they want to discuss? May I entertain a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned, 10 minutes.
Awesome.